The China Study program is about students learning about doing business in China, and we take that from a number of perspectives, and they include international business management and also economics for managers. And the point really is just to learn a little bit about Chinese culture, Chinese business, politics in China, the legal system and so on. We've got two main reasons for this trip. One is our worldly brand at Deakin University, and obviously to be worldly we need to give our students an experience in a foreign culture and in a foreign country, and this program perfectly does that, so it meets our worldly brand. We also have a focus on what's called experiential learning, and through experience we hope that the students pick up better learning than what they would get out of a textbook. It's also so students can develop engagement strategies for China and also for the Asian region, and also to develop some competencies around language as well. So we expect from the tour that the students will pick up some Chinese language and perhaps even get some interest in learning Chinese later. I think that the students get to open their eyes a little bit about the size and the scale of the Chinese market, and without coming to China you probably wouldn't get that. I think also, it's really also about interacting with people from China as well and learning a little bit about, what it's like to be a Chinese person and what it's like to do business in China. On the study program, we visit a range of companies from large multinational corporations. So we're going to go to BlueScope Steel, to Toll Group, to Austcham, which is an Australian association for businesses in China.
So we're a not-for-profit membership-based organisation looking after the Australian business community. Today we've just had a session with Deakin University MBA students, talking to them about my perceptions on China and what it's like to do business in China. A very diverse group, and I think they were really looking to find out what it's like to do business in China. You hear a lot of things in the news, but actually on the ground here doing things is a different story altogether. So you could tell that they wanted to get past the normal book things and book smarts and get into what life is really like here. It's a very important step for both the Chamber and the universities. One of the key initiatives for universities now is getting links with business and business up in Asia. So being the centre of the Australian business community here in Australia's most important trading partner, it's key for them to get that access. And for us, having links with top quality students, also helping out our members with access to good MBA graduates with a knowledge of China.
We try and mix it around a lot. For instance, we went to one site visit which was the M on the Bund, which is a restaurant based in Shanghai on the river. And that's just a really good example of an entrepreneurial organisation or entrepreneur that's established a business there and has been successful. And that just demonstrates to students that you can just be one or two people and be a success in China. We're also going to go to the universities. And at the universities we're going to have lecturers from those universities give us lectures, so they can be Chinese lecturers or even some international American lecturers. And I guess they give us the Chinese perspective of what it's like about doing business in China. study, we actually also look at some of the major cultural sites of China. And we also look at things like the economic development of Shanghai. Obviously there's some really amazing buildings and skyline in a place like Shanghai. But in places like Beijing, we obviously go to the political and cultural centre of China as well. Hainan Island is obviously a different experience. It's the Hawaii of China. And Hong Kong obviously being the financial centre of Asia, but also an important entry point into China as well. I think that doing this course, apart from getting the 2 credits, it really just opens your mind to what business can be like in different countries, whether it be China, India or the USA. And you're not going to get that type of stuff out of a textbook. I really think that they do get a change. I think they're blown away by the size of things in China and they just didn't expect it. And when they get home, they have a different perspective on those types of things. And they really think, well, you know, how can my business do business in China in the future?
I wanted to get a practical knowledge of economics. I didn't want to read from a textbook, I wanted to see it in action.
In Melbourne, you won't have that actually face-to-face and, whatever you see here, it's different.
6 lanes of road traffic, 4 lanes of scooter traffic, and half a dozen different crossings of pedestrians going against red lights, and one traffic cop standing in the middle of that intersection knowing exactly what he's doing and being quite prepared to do it as part of his job.
You can do something in class, whereas coming in here, you can see face-to-face.
And I've been sort of struggling without a business background as to what to do and how I could think of something to do, but this has given me a bit of insight into, it's just a local, it's a small business, they're not business people, so it's something that I could do if I was interested in doing something to open up.
So people in Shanghai will go out in their pyjamas at night. So last night we were out walking through the park and there was just a group of people out for their afternoon or nighttime walk in their pyjamas.
It is an emerging place, but it's just full of life and full of energy and full of people in a real hurry.